I'm so glad to see you again. I hope you've enjoyed learning more about the theatre. In fact, we've learned a lot so far, haven't we? We've thought about where theatre happens and how it happens. But who are the people that you will see on stage? Yes, the actors. Let's meet a few actors and find out what their job is all about.
If I were to give you an easy answer, an actor is someone who acts on stage or on set in a film. However, I would argue that actually everybody is an actor. Sometimes in daily life we put on masks and we pretend to be someone else that we're not. Or sometimes in order to be, in a formal setting, we might put on a more serious face or we might put on a more professional attitude. I think that everyone acts by nature. It's just a matter of whether you can cleverly or rather act with intention so that you can portray characters on stage and influence the audience with your emotions.
I think on the surface level, an actor is just someone who plays a role. But I think an actor is so much more than that. I remember in a Zoom meeting, this is a phrase that really stuck with me. I was in a Zoom meeting with Professor Michael Bray, who's a veteran director and filmmaker, and he said something, which was that an actor was someone who lived truthfully in imagined circumstances. And I think that this truly captures the true essence of what being an actor is. It's not just playing a random role. You have to make it believable for the audience and yourself.
I love acting because it's a chance for me to step outside of my daily routine. It's a chance for me to become someone else. It's a chance for me to show someone else what another person is, to show another aspect of the world and another aspect of humanity that many people don't get to see. It's a lot of exploration, self-exploration, exploration of the people around you, exploration of the world, cultures, civilizations. It's an honor and a privilege to use whatever's been given to me to tell the story to other people.
I like acting because it gives me a chance to be reflective and collect my own thoughts. Not only applies to say, if you're playing yourself or if you're playing another character, because questions are a really great way to approach acting, and I think that's why I like acting, because of all the constant reflection and thinking process that goes behind it.
I feel like a good actor needs to have two things, in particular persistence and empathy. Persistence, because you're going to have to do the same thing again and again and again. So you absolutely have to be able to work through that and then be a lot more assured, and you need to work on not being tired or bored after one or two rehearsals. And empathetic, because you have to be one with the character even though you might not have experienced the same exact things as them.
Good actors can make me feel like I am part of their story. And the good actors, or the really outstanding actors that I've met, are always very creative, open-minded, and incredibly empathic people.
For me, how I prepare is I look at the script and see if there are any similarities between me and the character that I'm playing. If I know nothing about the character, I'll try and research. For example, the Japanese character that I played, I knew zero Japanese, so I went on Google to find some masks and understand a lot more about Noh culture, and that was really enriching to me, so that's how I prepare.
Well, in a play, generally, you can divide it into two sections. So you might prepare for the script and you might prepare for the role. So for the script, I would just read through the script once, get the gist of it, maybe underline some of my lines and some of my key words that I need to be aware of when I pronounce it, or perhaps make a note of what the general atmosphere in that scene is like, and with that, what kind of intonation and what kind of stresses should I put in my sentences. As for the role, I would sometimes look at some reference material. So for example, if I'm playing the character of a tailor, I might look at how a tailor dresses up, or what kind of clothes the tailor makes. What are some of his signature movements, or what does his hands look like when he's working? And I would copy his posture, perhaps an accent to reference as well. But most likely, I'll just think a lot and ask myself many questions such as, why am I here? What am I doing? Do I like to be in this scenario? Etc.
Wow! It was so interesting to hear from all of those actors. They all have very different ideas about acting. And that is because every actor is different. Just like the playwrights, directors, and designers who make a play, the actors must make choices about how they want to tell a story. Click the next video to see all of the things that an actor has to think about before they go on stage.